What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Geek Takeover. It is your boy, the Geek Takeover, and today we are talking about the MCU shows and movies that absolutely, positively deserve a sequel or at least a second season. Marvel has been expanding their universe on Disney Plus for a while now, but some of these stories feel unfinished or at least too good to leave hanging. So let's dive into the ones that need another shot on screen. And let's go ahead and roll the intro, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, kicking us off with the number 5 project that absolutely deserves a second season, Ms. Marvel. Okay, now technically, Ms. Marvel has appeared in The Marvels, which was a sequel to Captain Marvel. Say that 5 times fast. But let's be honest about it, it really wasn't her project. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. It was a Captain Marvel sequel with tie-ins to Ms. Marvel. So if we're talking strictly Kamala Khan, then I do think she deserves a second season of her show. Seeing Kamala back in her own series, surrounded by her hilarious and lovable family, would just be awesome and delightful. Everybody about that cast is great. Iman Vellani is a genius. She's amazing. She's great as Kamala Khan, and honestly, you know what? At some point in life, I would not be opposed to seeing her take over Marvel over Kevin Feige when that time comes, because this girl is just smart. Plus, I don't know if anybody of you guys remember, because some of you guys decided not to watch the Marvels for reasons, but there was a certain cliffhanger in there of Kamala recruiting Kate Bishop to, I think it was this project, Young Avengers, or the Champions. We've heard so many rumors about it. We finally get a tease about it. Marvel, I understand you guys are working on Secret Wars and Doomsday. I need this. Please, when is this greenlit? I know it's going to be a Disney Plus show. Why is it not greenlit yet? When can filming start, ladies and gentlemen? Number 4, Moon Knight. Now, the first season of Moon Knight had huge potential. It had a lot of weight, I think, going into it, a lot of high expectations. But it really only just gave us a glimpse of Mark Spector and his multiple personalities. But it didn't really get that itch that I think a lot of fans were wanting. They were wanting Moon Knight to lean more into the darker, grittier personas like Jake Lockley that we saw at the end of season 1. And with the additions of Daredevil, Born Again, and Punisher, Marvel is maybe inching towards getting to that dark and grittier kind of stuff. So I would not be opposed to seeing Oscar Isaac come back, portray Mark, Steven, and Jake, and we get a more dark, grittier Moon Knight. Plus, the more Moon Knight we get, the closer we can get to projects such as Midnight Suns, which will finally get us to see the on-screen Blade, if and when that ever happens. But I personally would not be opposed to seeing a second season of Moon Knight. I personally enjoyed the show. And speaking of personally enjoying the shows, let's jump into number 3. This one's going to be controversial, so I'm going to need you guys to sit down and focus and listen. She-Hulk. I know. Hear me out before you go comment. She-Hulk is one of those few Marvel shows that could thrive with multiple seasons. I know a lot of the production goes to the CGI, but just hear me out. You could even make it animation, and I think it would still be great to watch. The storyline doesn't really tie into the bigger hierarchy of Marvel. Like, it does, but it doesn't. You could literally watch this on its own, and you don't need to watch anything else. You could watch everything and not She-Hulk, and it'll be fine. But it's a fun, self-aware, and easy to binge show. Plus, Jennifer Walter brings a fresh energy that Bruce Banner really doesn't bring to the table anymore, especially with Smart Hulk. And personally, if I'm choosing a Hulk between Bruce Banner and Jen Walters, She-Hulk and Professor Hulk that we see them at the end of She-Hulk, I'm taking Jen 10 times out of 10. That's one of my biggest complaints about Marvel. I think they are Disney Marvel. I think they ruined the Hulk, and it's going to be hard to recover that for now. Plus, we cannot forget about some of the iconic post-credit scenes for the show. You can't forget about her twerking with Megan Thee Stallion. That made the internet go in an uproar. Even though if it was Wade Wilson doing it, they would be praising it. And we cannot forget about this iconic clip that is so damn funny.
I knew it. You're not drunk?
Captain America!
Now, take us into number 4, our top, or technically number 2, sorry, our top 2. Hawkeye. Now, I know my fiance is probably watching this and she's like, of course he says Hawkeye, he loves Haley Steinfeld. Yes, I am a Haley Steinfeld fan. It is what it is. But that's not the only reason why I have Hawkeye at number 2. I think the show is so great. It has become a part of my Christmas watch list every holiday season. It's such a joy. We finally have a Marvel Christmas project. You could say Iron Man 3 is a Christmas movie all you want, but this one actually is a Christmas project. Kate Bishop is just plain fun to watch. She's a great addition to the MCU. She's a fun, lovable character. And season 1 focused a lot on Clint Barton's story, which made sense. Nobody really knew who Kate was. Clint was a well-established OG 6 Avengers. But now that he's kind of done with that, I would like Kate's turn to shine. And you remember earlier when I said Kamala was recruiting for the Young Avengers? Kate was also there. So again, Marvel, like I said, where are the Young Avengers? I'm waiting. We have almost all of them except for Hulkling and Speed. And we're getting Speed in Vision Quest, so now we just need Hulkling, if you want. And Nova. And where's Eli? Why was he not in Captain America? You know, it is what it is. It's okay, we're gonna get to Young Avengers eventually. But that does lead me to number 1. The project that I think absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, deserves a sequel today. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It's a no-brainer. Shang-Chi is one of Phase 4's most universally beloved films, I think. It's a great movie. It's not my personal favorite, but that's neither here nor there. It has some of the best fight choreography we've ever seen in the MCU. Like, it takes the elevator scene on Winter Soldier, and it kind of puts it on back burner. The bus fight scene, amazing. The final fight scene, amazing. It's all around a great movie. It has a charismatic lead in Simu Liu, memorable characters, and also Simu has stressed that he wants to do a sequel so bad. He was visibly upset on Threads and Twitter when the Man of Tomorrow sequel was announced, but I also acknowledge that Marvel is very busy. Simu is doing, Avengers and Secret Wars. Filming that back to back is going to be hard to do, as well as Daniel is currently filming Spider-Man Brand New Day. He's going to be working on, I think it's Netflix's live action Naruto, or maybe it's just a live action Naruto movie. So he has those 2 to work on. But I do firmly believe that after Secret Wars and after Daniel is at least done with Spider-Man, some kind of Shang-Chi 2 sequel will be announced, because I'm not going to be surprised if both of them are tied into it. Speaking of not surprises, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Iron Fist is included in this. After the Eyes of Wakanda episode that featured Iron Fist, I'm so ready to see this. And to see whether it's Danny Rand or the new Iron Fist they have in the comics, whoever they decide to take up that mantle, I would love to see them either go toe-to-toe with Shang-Chi or team up with him, or both. So, with that being said, those are my top picks for MCU projects that deserve a second season or at least a sequel. What do you guys think? Did I miss your favorite? Did there any that you would pick to replace in my top 5? Go ahead and drop your picks in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe with your friends for more content. And let's keep this train going, guys, and I will catch you all in the next video. Till next time, geek out.
Down to stop production.